I'm back another album review. Today's review is on AmeriKKKant by Ministry. This is the band's 14th studio album, and their giant middle finger towards the Trump administration. More on that later. The album was recorded at Caribou Studios in Burbank. It was produced and mixed by Al Jorgensen. Engineering and additional mixing were provided by Michael Rosen. The associate producer was Nick Ford. The artwork was made by Sam Sheeran. The mastering is done by Dave Donnelly at DNA Mastering. The album was released on March 9th, 2018 on Nuclear Blast Records. The primary members of the band were Al Jorgensen, Tony Campos, Cesar Soto, Roy Mayorga, John Bechdel, Jason Christopher, DJ Swamp, and Sin Corinne. The first three tracks feature Lord of the Cello on strings. This would be the last Ministry album to feature Tony and Sin. As Tony left the band, he was subsequently replaced by Tool's original bassist, Paul D'Amore. As for Sin, there were allegations that were made against him, and I'll get to those in a later episode. Anyways, the band started working on this album in February 2017. It was scheduled for release later that year, but was postponed due to manufacturing deadlines and promotional plans, according to theprp.com. The album was made as a concept album regarding Donald Trump during his first term, and is essentially a giant middle finger towards the orange cocksucker and his supporters. Now, this is similar to what the band did with their anti-George Bush albums in the 2000s. And some of the songs have samples of Trump's speeches. Al Jorgensen hated Bush, and he sure as hell hates Trump. Granted, 2017 to 2020 was the period of anti-Trump albums. 2017 saw the release of anti-Trump albums from Rise Against, Foo Fighters, MDC, Prophets of Rage, and even Depeche Mode. Ministry and OTEP released theirs in 2018, and Bad Religion in 2019. MDC released another one in 2020. On a side note, 2018 was the year Al Jorgensen turned 60. Now let's talk about the songs. The album's intro is I Know Words. The concept starts here. You can even hear Trump claiming that he's going to make America great again. That claim's a fucking lie. And I'd say I picked a great time to review this album. The next track is Twilight Zone, which was released as a single on February 21st, 2018. Al was absolutely disgusted at Trump, and rightfully so. He even said that he was feeling nauseous at the 2016 U.S. presidential election. I can relate to that because I couldn't sleep that night. This track received a music video. There's a link in the description. After that is Victims of a Clown. This track has scratches from Arabian Prince, as well as backing vocals from Burton C. Bell. A lot of people call Trump a clown, but he's not just a clown, he's an ass clown. A music video was made, and there's a link in the description. The following track is TV5/4chan. This track serves as an interlude within the story. The track after that is We're Tired of It. All the sane and smart people are tired of Trump and his schizo behavior. I'm not exaggerating when I say that everyone in Trump's cabinet has the mental capacity of a school shooter. Right after that is Wargasm, which is not a cover of the song by L7. However, it was released as a single on January 26, 2018. The track has a spoken word from Burton C. Bell, and he even appears in the song's music video, even though it's technically a lyric video. A link is in the description, and I think this is one of the best songs on the album. That leads into the next track, which is titled Antifa. It was released as a single on December 18th, 2017. This track is about Antifa coming after Trump to bring him down. The back of the jewel case says that if you have a wargasm, Antifa will come for you. This is my favorite song on the album, and I left a link to the song's music video in the description. The second to last track is Game Over, and the story is Game Over for the Trump administration, hence the title. The album's outro is America. The story ends here, and the song itself is rather downbeat to say the least. When researching this album, I read that it was number 15 on the US hard rock albums, 7 on both the US independent albums and US Tastemaker albums, and 50 on the US rock albums. It actually charted better in America compared to every other country where it charted. Critical reception was mostly positive since it has a 64 on Metacritic. Pop Matters and Exclaim thought it was okay. However, those empty-headed fucknuggets at AllMusic, the AV Club, Crack Magazine, and Sputnik Music didn't like it. And I wouldn't be surprised if those critics in particular supported Trump. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a great album. Not only would I put this among Ministry's best albums, but I'd even go a step further and call this the best anti-Trump album ever made. Hell, I'd even say that's one of the best albums of 2018. The fact that the band went the extra mile to make this a concept album really shows how dedicated they were to taking a massive shit on MAGA. I did see someone comment on one of the Ministry's music videos, and they said that the band always puts out great music during Republican administrations. I can assure you that most other YouTubers who gave positive reviews to this album also shit on Trump. If you have a problem with a music reviewer shitting on Trump, then you probably didn't know what you signed up for when the reviewer in question is reviewing music from Ministry, a band that is notorious for shitting on those who are right-wing. We all know that George Bush was a horrible president, and even people that supported Bush can easily look at Trump and say, fuck that guy. Overall, I highly recommend this album. And now it's part where I question you. Have you listened to AmeriKKKant? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What do you think is the best anti-Trump album? Now let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I don't regret shitting on MAGA.